The Holy Quran, chapter 2, verses 180 to 182, Wills and Testaments. These three verses relate to wills and testaments and serve as a prelude to the final commandments as given in chapter 4 of the Holy Quran. It is worth consulting a learned scholar and a Muslim legal attorney for actual paperwork. So we begin with our supplication. I seek refuge in Allah from the rejected Satan. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. It is decreed that when death approaches, those of you who leave behind property shall bequeath equitably to parents and kinsmen. This is an obligation on the God-fearing. Then if anyone alters the will after hearing it, this sin shall be upon them who alter. Surely Allah is all-hearing, all-knowing. He who suspects that the testator has committed an error or injustice and then brings about a settlement among the parties concerned incurs no sin. Surely Allah is much forgiving, most compassionate. Commenting on these verses, Tafhimul Quran states, this injunction relates to a period of time when no rules had been laid down for the distribution of inheritance. Thus, everyone was required to make testamentary disposal of their property, so as to ensure that no disputes arose in the family, and no legitimate claimant to inheritance was deprived of his due share. Later, when Allah Ta'ala revealed a set of laws regarding the distribution of inheritance, see Quran chapter 4, the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be on him, elucidated further the laws relating to testamentary disposition and inheritance by expounding two rules. First, that no person can make any will regarding his estate favoring any of his legal heirs. Their portions were laid down in the Quran, and neither increase nor decrease in this was permissible, nor could any heir be disinherited, nor anything willed in favor of any heir over and above his or her legal portion. Second, that testamentary disposition might be made only to the extent of 1/3 of the estate, but no more. The purpose underlying these explanatory directives of the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be on him, seems to be that at least 2/3 of the estate should be left aside to be distributed among the legal heirs according to the Quranic rules, and that a will could be made in respect of the whole or part of the remaining 1/3. This could be made in favor of either relatives, whether close or distant, who are not legal heirs, or others not related by the blood tie but who are deserving of assistance. Likewise, a will could be made in favor of charitable causes which are found worthy of support. In later times, people began to regard this directive regarding testamentary disposal as a recommendation only. The result was that this rule fell largely into disuse. It is significant, however, that the Quran mentions it as an obligation on the God-fearing. Were Muslims to make this injunction an operative institution, no trace would remain of the problems which agitate their minds respecting the Islamic law of inheritance. Reactivating the Quranic directive on testamentary disposal can help cases like, for example, those grandchildren whose parents had predeceased their paternal or maternal grandparents and who, under Islamic law, were not entitled to inherit from their grandparents.